Okay, in today's video I'm going to demonstrate how I can create a spiral path. Now I was wondering how to do this, and I found an older video, and when I tried to follow it I kind of got all messed up. So this is how I do it, and I found it quite successful. So let me switch over to LightBurn. And here we are in LightBurn. So to start off with, I want to create a circle, and I want to make sure it's about the same dimensions. Now the trick to this is I need a bunch of concentric circles. So I'm going to change this guy to 50 here, so easier. So what I need to do is duplicate that circle, and I'm going to add to the width, scale it, and then I'm going to duplicate that circle and add another 20, and going to duplicate that circle and add another 20. I think one more should do it. Duplicate 20. Okay, so that's the first part. Now, since these are all on the same color layer, it's often difficult to figure out which layer you're on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select alternating layers, and I'm going to change it to red. And then I can move these guys over here out of the way. Now, in order to do this, I'm going to go into the node editor. But in order to edit nodes, I need to convert all of these to paths. So let's take my first circle. Actually, let's take my first two circles, because I actually need those. Bring them over here. Now, the trick to making a spiral is to take an outer circle and align it to the inner circle, and I'm going to start off with aligning it to the right. Then I take my next circle and I want to center it on that outer circle, and I want to alternate. I want to align it, but I want to align it to the bottom. So I go to the bottom. Next circle, once again, I want to center it on the last circle I brought over, and I'm going to align this one to the left. And finally, my outer circle, I'm going to center it there and align it. Oops, make sure I do this right. Align on the top. Now, there's not a lot of circles here. I could easily add this if I take this circle and duplicate it and add 20. And if I change this to the red layer, I'm going to take that circle and align it to the right. Okay, kind of looks like a mess, but in a few minutes this will definitely show up clearly. So what I want to do is I want to take my center circle, click on my node edit, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And what you want to do is you want to alternate which direction. So when I start, I want this top point to be the start of my spiral, because it's way off from the next circle out. So I'm going to go to my nodes there, press D for delete, delete, and delete. Then I want to go to the next circle out, which is why I alternate colors so I can see which circle I'm working on. Now, I'm always going to go in opposite directions, but I want this segment to go from this red circle to the next blue circle, so I'm going to delete, but I'm going to delete in opposite order. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. So there's red. I want to go blue, and I want the blue to go here to this one, so I'm going to go delete, delete, delete. Then I go to the next circle, and I want this arc, so I'm going to go counterclockwise again, delete, delete, delete. That was red, so I'm going blue. I'm going blue circle. I want this line, so I'm going to delete this one, and this one. And finally, my outer circle, I want this arc, but I'm going to delete, delete, delete. Now, this is only a simple spiral, okay? But the problem we have right now is all of these, even though I could make these all on the same layer, if I highlight them all and put it on a tool layer, they're still individual segments. So I need to take all of these and I need to join. And now I have a spiral. And to test this out, the starting point's in the middle. So if I were to select my blue layer and go to text tool and say this is a spiral. Okay, so whoops, I need to get my horizontal space back. Let's drop the size of my font down and probably drop it down some more. Oops, come on, down, 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 down. That should be good. And fill. Oops, I got to check my layer to fill. I'm going to take that text and I'm going to select my path and apply path to text. And once again, I can make my path, the text go in that spiral path. Now, one of the things that I'm going to be doing for this is I'm going to be making a spiral tracked crib board later on. So obviously I would need more circles, and then I have to use text to get, I was going to use something like the full colon for text to wrap around the path. So I hope that is informative of how you can actually create a spiral, and you can probably do this if you are clever enough to do it all on the same colored layer. I just found it easier to know which layer I'm on, which circle I need to delete some of the paths for it, and that's why I chose the alternating colors. And you can also change when you duplicate the layer, you don't have to use just 20. You can make it smaller or larger depending on how much of a spiral that you want. And recommend putting it on the text on that path, and now it's a spiral. So thanks for joining me today, and I hope to see you soon.